Hey out there on YouTube land, this is Cudaslayer again, aka Spike Punch. I've not really had much time lately to do what I was hoping to be a rather regular post of, sort of my observations and opinions about watching the series Gundam Age. Unfortunately, in real life, and a whole bunch of other stuff got in the way, and just kind of slowly fell out of what was supposed to be habit of it. Well, anyway, sadly enough, this is about my second or third time trying to record this, video clip, and even one time I'm deleting it while uploading to YouTube. So, third time's the charm. Anyway, let's see what to make it for lost time and kind of pad up this episode, or let's just say my vlog. I decided I'm going to combine several more episodes that I normally plan to do into one, just to have a little bit more to talk about. Let's see. Again, this is about watching the anime series Gundam Age, and should be encompassing the episodes 4 through 9. So a good 6 compared to the first 3 that was covered in the last installment. The relationship between Flint and Emily, I know every anime show is supposed to have a developing relationship between two major characters, and a lot of times it's usually involved around conflict, but in some cases this is kind of annoying. I heard that supposedly Emily's not going to play as much of a large role in the next age of this series, but I don't know, it's kind of something to be expected, but it's still sometimes kind of hard to tolerate in the series. Speaking of tolerating, I'm still trying to get used to the everything being aimed at kids for this time around. It's kind of annoying, but in some ways it's kind of growing on me. Let's see. I'm really liking the character Captain Grodic. How he's going about his mission and doing it all on the side with side deals under head and table, and even bending the rules. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing more of this character, and hopefully see more of him throughout the series. The Gundam Age device, this douche machinia that it's been supposed to be one of the big gimmicks of the series. It's kind of really nice to see a little bit more come out of this, than seem like this being something that's kind of like a part of plan off to decide. It's like, hey, we got this big gimmick, but we're not going to use it. The Titus armor that was created, it reminds me a lot of the original. Not original. I'm sorry. The Gundam machine that was supposed to be in the live-action movie G-Savior. How it was supposed to have 2 different operational modes. One we barely get to see much of in the tail end of it, but how it's supposed to be modular and everything's supposed to go through this complicated assembly, disassembly, reassembly process, and it's kind of interesting. Although it's kind of funny, I was the way it's supposed to be big and bulky, and it's supposed to turn the Gundam into a heavy fighter unit. I keep expecting to see a UFC sticker somewhere on the side. I just thought that was kind of funny. The character Diesel, this little evil red-headed monster child that of course they're hinting at it's going to be a bad guy later in the series and such, but is there any way they can make this kid any more creepier? I mean, seriously, red hair, yellow eyes. The only way they can make him creepier is if he had a twin, or if you see him by himself in a hallway going, "Come on, Flint, let's go off and play forever and ever and ever, yeehaw!" And that kid's just creepy. And the other character, Wolf, however spell his name, Emil. I mean, seriously, what the hell is with this character? I know that, every now and then, the creator is supposed to give a little bit of lip service to some of the fans and such, have an attractive character, but I have to admit, this is a development I never thought I would see. each series, Gundam series is supposed to have, the big jerk slash asshole pilot that comes the sort of the abusive big brother to the main character, and acts as another foil to add a little bit of conflict, and you have more character development and such. But well, I mean, this is like it's like someone started taking notes from Twilight and started like, okay, we need something for the fans. Let's give this little bit of masculine sexuality. And because I kept expecting, after the character was introduced at the very tail end of episode 3, I got expecting to see characters walking around with, Team Jacob shirts with Jacob crossed out and Wolf stenciled in at the bottom. And I was like, really? Really in the shower scene? Really? Really? I mean, I don't. I haven't seen that much nudity even since the last fan fiction I read. Let's see. Yeah, what else? My little cryptic notes here. It's bad when you can't read your notes later on. Let's see. One of the things I thought was interesting about, especially between episodes 6 and 8, is the discussion about the Farden colony and how it still kind of continues on. Even though the colony wars have been over for several hundred years, they're still continuing on. Even so much so that you'll see mobile suits walking down the street fighting with each other, and it's got to the point that people just don't care anymore about it. And whenever fighting breaks out, these shutters come out of the streets and protect the buildings from the firing. So it's nothing but a bunch of alleyways for the mobile suits to fight with each other. And I thought that was kind of rather interesting. It's kind of rather surreal, kind of like what you expect from like one of the early Star Trek episodes, or even Twilight Zone episodes. Kind of like people still fighting the Civil War with live ammunition, not just on special days, but any given day of the week. And I thought that was kind of a rather interesting touch. Although I'm not sure how well it fits within the in this storyline as it is, but it's kind of rather interesting. It's almost kind of wish it could develop into its own storyline itself. Some interesting touches with the Zalam Union and the Ibu Alliance. Excuse my butchery of the language. Kind of rather interesting. I thought some of the references to the older series and such, and because you'll see details like in the suits themselves and the space suits that the pilots all wear. They all kind of remind you of the older Zaku series from the first Gundam storyline. And I'm trying to remember what the Ibu units kind of remind me of some of the Zadu mobile suit and such. I thought it was kind of a nice touch, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I think this should be about it for now. Overall, I'm still kind of enjoying the series. It's still kind of growing on me a little, and I kind of think I'm sort of at that stage where most older fans who've been a fan of a series or a franchise for a long time, eventually even though we criticize a new series a great deal, eventually we do submit and say, alright, it has its fine points, yes, it is part of canon, unfortunately, but we're not going to throw it out just because it doesn't fit with the body of the story that we're familiar with. We're going to accept it as just what it is. It's just another installment, just another part, and it's just, we look forward to the next series, and hopefully they get it right that time around. So that's it for now. Hopefully I'll do another installment sometime soon, and I look forward to seeing the rest of the series. Like I said, it is kind of growing on me, and I can't wait to see what else happens along the way. Anyway, this is Cudaslayer saying goodbye, and see you guys later.